Climate change and the road to net zero. Systems thinking to build net zero. If we are to reach net zero, greenhouse gas emissions from human activities must be eliminated where possible, and where not, they must be drawn down from the atmosphere to offset any residual emissions. Greenhouse gases are the product of population, consumption, energy efficiency, and emissions intensity. So which is the best road to net zero? The answer is all four, but not in equal measure. Attempting to control human reproduction is slow and morally difficult, and the global population should self-limit with growing wealth. Consumption limits are effective, but demand a complete rewiring of socioeconomic behaviors and are best left to activities with little other option. Energy efficiency buys time, but never offers a complete solution. The bulk of the change must come from slashing emissions intensity and reaching net zero. Wind and solar electricity, coupled with pumped hydro and battery storage, can form the backbone of a net zero economy, providing cost-competitive, safe, reliable energy with no carbon emissions or air pollution. We must electrify our energy demand wherever possible, and where not, switch to hydrogen, biofuels, or carbon capture. Electrification will replace oil-powered transport, gas-powered heating, and coal-powered industry. Global agriculture must modernize to cut waste and lower carbon intensity, whilst much of the world must cut back on meat consumption to free up enough agricultural land to regrow forests. Change will be all-encompassing, but requires no compromise on quality of life, simply the breaking of old habits. The transition will barely register for the richest 10% of the global population. The poorest 10% will for the first time connect to the modern world with electricity access, clean cooking, and basic amenities. A just and equitable transition for all. Electrification of demand brings large efficiency gains. Heat pumps use 4 times less energy than gas boilers. Electric cars 3 times less energy than combustion engines. A net zero economy will demand less than half the energy of the equivalent fossil fuel systems, with no compromise on travel, goods, food, or amenities. The whole system will end up 25% cheaper to buy and run than the fossil fuel alternative. Wind, solar, and battery costs are already shrinking by 10 to 35% every time the number of installations doubles. It's not the passing of time that lowers costs, but the scale of production. Sitting on our hands and waiting for a breakthrough is not the way forward. The faster we push, the sooner we create a cheaper energy system. We avoid worst-case climate outcomes. We save nearly 8 million deaths per year from air pollution. And we create more jobs by directing our energy spending into labor rather than exorbitant profits for petrostates. A net zero world would be cheaper to run, cleaner, safer, more reliable, more sustainable, and create more employment than a world bound to fossil fuels. We can avert disaster and drive greater human prosperity. To find out more, visit www.net-zero.blog.